Nithyananda, and welcome everyone for yet another beautiful day of Nithyananda Yoga. As we are doing 1000 asanas in 10 days, we are in 4th day, continuing with the 300 series of asanas. Welcome everyone. Let us now start with the Sadguru Vandanam, welcoming, invoking our Guru, who has given us this beautiful Nithyananda Yoga today. Please bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra, close your eyes, spine straight. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Continuing with the Shiva Moola mantra 11 times. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. I'll be chanting this mantra now, but as you follow along, chant this mantra internally in your throat. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. 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 Next, as we continue with the cleansing, visualistic cleansing. With your Panchapatram, with water and Udarini, you will be doing the spiritual cleansing. Taking one Udarini of water, pour it on your right palm, holding the index and thumb together. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swada. Take a sip. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Swada. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Swada. Wash your hands. Rubbing the edge of the thumb on your lips. Wash your hands. Bring the tips of the fingers above the lip and under the lips. Now, with your ring finger and thumb together, touch the right nostril, left nostril. Wash your hands with the index, with the ring finger and the thumb together. Right eye, touch the left eye, right ear, left ear. Wash your hands with the little finger and thumb together. Touch your navel, right shoulder, left shoulder. Wash your hands and with all the fingers together, touch from the top of the head, right shoulder, left shoulder. Now we enter into the Sankalpa Mantra, the conscious resolution, as you create the resolution for your day, for beautiful yoga, as anything that you want to manifest, giving the visualization. As we enter into the conscious resolution, bring your left palm on the right thigh, cupping with the right hand, spine straight. Close your eyes and chant along. Om ममोपाता समस्त दुरितक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परम शिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परम शिव प्रीत्यर्थम च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परम शिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Take from the beginning of water and wash your hands. Om Apopasprishya. Put the Panchapatram away. Now, before we begin, a quick reminder. Today's yoga practice is for general wellness and education only. Please listen to your body and practice within your own limits. If you have any injuries, medical conditions, or are pregnant, please consult your healthcare professional before practicing. If at any point you feel pain, dizziness, or discomfort, gently stop and rest. Before we begin the asanas, we will do a gentle stretch and warm up. Please come standing up. Now raising your right foot, rotating your ankles 8 times to the right side. And continuing in the opposite direction. Now rotate your ankles in the opposite direction. Relax. Now raising your left foot up, rotating your ankles on clockwise direction. Now repeating it on the other side, rotating counterclockwise. Relax. Now bending your knees with your hands on your knees, rotating the knees clockwise. Now on the opposite direction. Relax. Now come down with your hands on your waist. Spread your legs apart with the hip rotation, rotating clockwise, rotating your hip as wide as possible. Relax. Now rotating in the opposite direction, counterclockwise, making wide circles with your hip. Relax. Now stretching your arms forward, rotating your wrist in the clockwise direction. Now in the opposite direction. Now having the right hand forward, push the fingers back, place the palms down. Now again pushing them back. Repeat on the other hand. Now bending your arms, bringing your hands to your shoulder, rotating your elbows, bringing them together in front of your chest and and taking them back as wide as possible, making wide circles with your elbows. Now in the opposite direction. Relax. Now for the neck rotation, rotating your neck clockwise direction, making wide circles with your neck. In the opposite direction now. Relax. Now we are going to move on to the skeleton dance. In this, you will be visualizing your pure bones, a complete skeleton without muscle, without skin. And in this, we will be dancing intensely, not in a rhythmic pattern, in a random movement, intensely shaking your whole body. So now, come on, shake your feet, legs, arms, your whole body, just shaking, moving in all directions, moving your body intensely. This is a very powerful movement as it integrates your complete being. Visualize, keep your eyes closed, visualize yourself as a skeleton. Just move your body, continue to move intensely. Now slow down. Slowly walk back and forth on the mat. Relax. Now let's all come to seated position as we begin the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama 3. Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama 2. Today, the 300 series of asanas. So as we begin our asanas today, the first asana is Vishesha Asana. The two-headed pose. In this posture, you will be sitting in lotus posture, basically in Padmasana. Bringing your left foot on the right thigh and the right foot on the left thigh. Resting your hands on your knees. Inhale gently, lift your shoulder close towards your head. Keeping the spine tall, stay steady and chest open. So in this posture, bring your right shoulder up, bringing it as your second head as high as possible. And gaze forward as your breath flows calmly. Maintain balance without strain. And having the Shambhavi Mudra, keep the eyes open and steady gazing outward while your awareness rests deeply within. In Samana Kumbhaka, inhale deeply, visualizing heat flames raising up along the spine. Maintain awareness of the heat, digestive fire at the navel center and hold the breath as long as comfortable. Shirsasana. Relax. Now, as we move on to the Shirsasana on the other side, sitting again in Padmasana. Continuing to remain seated in Padmasana with your hands resting on your knees, and inhale with your arm deeply, and this time bringing the left shoulder up, raising it high, and keeping your spine elongated and chest broad. Maintain a soft gaze forward. Shirsasana on the other side. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka and Mula Bandha, clenching the perineum and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next, we move on to Kumbhirasana, the crocodile pose. Continue to remain seated. Sit in lotus posture with one foot rested over the opposite thigh and palms on the knees. Now round your body forward, holding firmly at the shoulders and hips like a curved pot. Now breathe evenly and bring your hands on top of your head in Kumbhirasana, holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open and steady gazing outward while your awareness rests deeply within and Samana Kumbhaka. Inhaling deeply, visualizing the heat rising up and holding the Uddiyana Bandha. In the Uddiyana Bandha, you will be drawing the abdomen inward toward the spine and then lift it upward. And chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next, we move to Chakrasana, the wheel pose 2. Now sit kneeling with your thighs resting against the heels and palms on the thighs. Keep your spine tall, chest lifted, gaze soft and shoulders gently widen. Breathe steadily through the nose, keeping your body weight balanced over the hips, maintaining the calm stability. In Chakrasana way. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keep the eyes open and steady gazing outward. And Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, visualizing the heat planes rising up and holding the Mula Bandha, clenching the perineum and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Now Swastikasana, the auspicious pose 2. In this posture, now sit cross-legged with both soles tucked securely between your thighs. Rest your palms lightly on your knees, spine upright, chest tall, shoulders soft, and gaze relaxed at the nose tip. In this posture, you will be keeping your eyes open and steady in the Shambhavi Mudra, holding the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mula Bandha, clenching the perineum and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Now as we move on to the next asana, Swastikasana Trini, the auspicious pose 3. This posture deepens your hip flexibility and enhances the heart center awareness, promotes spinal alignment and supports breath control and develops centered mental focus. In this posture, you will continue to remain seated, sit with both your soles placed between your thighs and calves, interlace your fingers and rest the palms at the chest center. Lift your spine upright, broaden your chest, let the shoulders soften and steady your gaze forward with calm breath. In this posture, you will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open and steady gaze, and Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply visualizing heat flame rising up, and Mula Bandha, contracting the muscles of the pelvic floor and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next, we move on to Virasana Dve, the hero pose 2. This posture combines a symmetrical hip opening with postural stability, enhances spinal alignment, supports breath awareness, and cultivates balanced mental attention. Now, in this asana, sit with one ankle tucked into the gap between the thigh and the calf, on the other foot resting across on the opposite thigh. Now place your palms on the knees, keep your chest open, spine tall, and gaze soft at the nose tip. Shoulders remain relaxed as you breathe smoothly and steadily. In this asana, you will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open, steady gaze. Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, visualizing the hip plane rising up and clenching the perineum in the Mula Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Moving on to the next asana, Karmakasana 3, the bow pose 3. In this posture, now you will sit in the lotus posture. Cross your arms behind your back to clasp the opposite toes. So, sitting in lotus posture. Now, bringing your opposite arms, the arms behind, and holding the opposite foot with your hands in the Karmakasana 3. In this asana, you will be holding the Prana Mudra. Then the middle and the index finger stand nearby each other, making the Prana Mudra, holding the feet, the opposite hands in Kakan Chuka Kumbhaka. Cut the tongue inward within the mouth, extend it slightly outward with a small passage in inhalation, resembling the beak of a crow. Inhale through this opening and retain the breath, and holding the Mahamudra Bandha, contracting the perineum, tucking the abdomen in, and tucking the chin to the chest, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Dridasana, the unshakable resolve pose. Continuing to remain seated in Padmasana with the right foot on the left thigh and the left foot on the right thigh. Reach both arms. So basically similar to the previous asana. Reach both arms behind to grasp the big toes firmly. Keep your spine tall and chest broad. Gaze slightly upward toward the heart and gaze upward towards the heart and nose. Breathe steadily with your strength and clarity. Continuing to hold the Prana Mudra, Kakanchuka Kumbhaka, and clenching the Mula Bandha. This time we are not holding the Mahamudra Bandha but the Mula Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Nagrasana, the snake pose. Keeping your legs in Padmasana. This time you are going to lean backward. Sit in lotus posture. Fold your arms behind the back to grasp the big toes. Lift your chest broad. Keep your head level. And direct your gaze towards the tip of the nose. Lay on your back, on your elbows, thighs and back. Keep your knees and shins pointing forward as you breathe steadily, clearing the channels of the breath. So, sitting in lotus posture, Padmasana, and holding the opposite toes. Now you're going to lean back. Holding the Prana Mudra with the middle and index finger standing near each other, holding the toes in Kakancha Kumbhaka and holding the Mula Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next we move on to Kandukasana, the ball pose. Now continuing to lay on the back. Now we are going to fold the legs and bring knees to the chest. Lay on your back with your knees bent and feet flat. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around the shins and draw your forehead gently towards your knees. Keep your breath calm, chest soft and spine lengthened as you hold steady in this compact ball posture. Holding the Parasu Mudra, placing the palms upon palm, interlacing the fingers crosswise and holding them firm and spreading them. And Sahaja Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably, then relax. Through the nose, holding the Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Urdhva Pavana Asana, upward wind pose. Continuing to remain on your back. Now, with your both knees bent and joined, press your thumbs into the hollows of your ankles and bring your palms together like a crow's beak. Lower your head downward while keeping your gaze fixed at the tip of the nose. Breathe steadily and as the internal channels align and strengthen. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply through the nose, hold the breath comfortably, then release, and clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So in this posture, you lay back on your back with your knees up and interlacing the fingers behind your head. In Pavanasana. In the Urdhva Pavana Asana. Okay, relax. Now, next is Markata Pita Asana, the monkey seat pose. In this posture, you will lay flat on your back with your knees bent, feet parallel, hips width apart. Slide your palms facing upward beneath your heels and press through your feet to lift your hips. Keep your chest broad, shoulders anchored to the mat and your breath calm as the spine arches upward. In this asana, you will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Murchika Kumbhaka. Murchika Kumbhaka, you will inhale deeply through the nose, then lock the chin to the chest to Jalandhara Bandha, holding the breath and slowly exhaling through the nose. And Jalandhara Bandha, we will suck your abdomen in and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So in this, your feet are firm on the floor, lifting your hip, having your palms beneath your feet, lifting the chest up. Relax. As we continue on to Uttana Sikhi Pitakasana, upward peacock pose. In this asana, laying flat on the floor, laying flat on your back with your legs extended and arms at your side, bend your knees, press your feet onto the floor and lift your hips upward. So keeping the legs stretched. Now lifting your hip with your arms, slide your hands under your lower back for support, elbows firm on the mat and keep your chin gently tucked. Hold steady with the smooth breathing and holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Murchika Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. As you can see, the Acharya is demonstrating. Relax. Next, moving on to Narakasana, the hell pose. In this asana, lay on your back with your arms alongside the body. Press your shoulders firmly onto the mat. Bend your knees to lift the hips. Place your hands on the lower back for support and extend both legs upwards. Now, stacking them over the hips, keep your chest open, throat soft, and breathe calm. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Murchaka Kumbhaka, and Jalandhara Bandha. And tucking the chin to the chest and chant Om Nithyananda Karma Shivoham. So, in this, laying flat on your back, lifting your legs, lifting your hips, and supporting your lower back with your hands in Narakasana. Relax. Now we continue on to Tiriyan Naukasana, sideways boat pose. Now lie comfortably on your back with your arms along your side. Raise your legs, lift the hips, support your lower back with your palms. Lower the legs slowly on the side. So now this time the legs are in an angle, forming an angle shape like a tilted boat. Keep your spine long, chest steady, and breath deep as you balance. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Murchaka Kumbhaka, Jalandhara Bandha, tucking your chin to the chest and form steadily in and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Karma Shivoham. So laying back, lift your head, lift your legs, except now the legs are in angled position. Relax. The next is Dvajasana, the flag pose. This time, now lay on your back with your arms beside you, elbows pressing firmly onto the floor. Raise your hips, extend your legs straight upward towards your head so your body forms a vertical line like a flag. Keep your back and neck supported, shoulders broad, and your breath calm and steady. In this asana, we will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra with the eyes open, steady gazing outward while your awareness rests deeply within. Murchaka Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply through the nose, locking the chin to the chest and Jalandhara Bandha, holding the breath and relaxing, slowly exhaling. And Jalandhara Bandha, tucking the chin to the chest and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Karma Shivoham in Dvajasana. Relax. Next is Siddhi Hara Tali Asana, the perfection necklace pose. In this asana, sit with your heels pressed together at the perineum and spread your knees outward. Grasp the feet firmly with interlaced fingers and hold the soles. Keep your spine tall, chest broad, shoulders soft, and gaze steadily towards the nose tip. Remain composed with even breath. In this asana, you will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open and steady gaze. In Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, visualizing heat flames rising up along the spine, maintaining awareness of the heat. In Jalandhara Bandha, tucking the chin towards the chest and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Karma Shivoham. Relax. Next is Bhadra Asana Trini, the auspicious pose 3. In this asana, sit upright, bringing the soles of the feet together, close to the pelvis. Hold your feet with both hands while allowing the knees to open outward. Keep the spine long, chest broad, shoulders relaxed, and let the breath and settle without forcing the knees down. So in this asana, you're holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, and Udhyana Bandha, drawing the abdomen inward towards your spine, then lift it upward. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. The next is Yoga Nrsimhasana. Yoga Nrsimhasana, the lion man pose. This posture activates your vocal expression and enhances breath release, strengthens your core stability, promotes emotional clearing, and cultivates courageous mental presence. Now sit cross-legged with your heels anchored, spine tall, and chest broad. Rest the backs of your hands on the knees with the palms turned upward. Extend the tongue outward fully on exhalation, releasing the breath through the mouth, maintaining the steady gaze and relaxed shoulders in Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, and Moola Bandha, clenching the perineum, chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham internally. Exhaling forcefully, sticking your tongue out. Relax. The next asana is Kakarupa Skandasana, crow form shoulder pose. Sit with the feet crossed and place close to the body, knees upright. Place your palms on your knees. Sit tall with the chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, and gaze fixed steady at the nose. In this asana, holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply, visualizing the heat flame rising, clenching the perineum in Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Utkatikasana, the intense pose. This asana promotes hip stability and enhances the spinal alignment, strengthens your postural muscles, supports breath control, and cultivates grounded mental presence. Now sit with your knees bent, feet close to the hips, flat on the ground. Place your palms on the knees, spine straight, chest lifted, relaxing the shoulders, gaze steadily at the nose tips and maintain smooth breath. Stay firm and steady in the seat. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka. In Ujjayi Kumbhaka, you will be slightly contracting the throat. Draw the breath slowly in through the nostrils, producing the sound of the ocean. And clenching the perineum in the Moola Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Moving on to Dandasana, the staff pose 2, Dandasana Dve. In this asana, you sit with your legs extended forward, ankles and soles joined firmly together. Place the palms on the thighs, lift your spine tall, broaden the chest, and keep your gaze soft at the nose line. Breathe calmly, keeping the thighs on the ground and posture stable. This asana you will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath slowly, making the sound of an ocean, and holding the Moola Bandha, clenching the perineum, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Tadaka Mudrasana, the pond seal pose. In this asana, sit with both legs extended forward, fold forward from your hips, reach to grasp your big toes and draw your chest towards your thighs. Lower the forehead towards the knees, lengthening the spine, shoulders soft and breath steady in the forward stretch. In Shambhavi Mudra, hold the Ujjayi Kumbhaka and Uddiyana Bandha. In Uddiyana Bandha, you will draw the abdomen inward towards the spine and then lift it upward and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So you're leaning forward, holding your toes and bringing your head to the knees. Relax. The next is Prankasana, the rocking pose. In Prankasana, you will sit upright with legs extended, palms on the floor, beside your hips. Press onto your arms to lift the body off the floor. Keep the legs firm and spine tall. Hold steady, balancing with even breath and gaze. So lift your body up in Prankasana. In this asana, you will be holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, and clenching the perineum in Moola Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next, we move on to Prankasana Dve, the rocking pose 2. In this asana, you will sit with the legs straight, palms beside your hips, press onto your arms and lift your hips, then extend your legs overhead and balancing on your arms, keep your body engaged. So try to lift your feet up and Prankasana Dve. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now we are moving on to Yogasana 3, the Union Pose 3. Now sit with your knees bent, feet near your body, wrap your arms around your shins, hugging them close to the chest. Stay lifted. Now keep the spine upright, breath calm, and chin slightly lifted with the gaze relaxed between the brows. And hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, making the sound of an ocean in your breath. Clench the perineum in Moola Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Vrishapati Asana, Bull Lord pose. In this asana, you will sit with your left foot tucked under the hip, the knee bent and right knee stacked over it. Place both palms gently on the upper knee, chest lifted, spine tall and gaze at the nose tip. Breathe steadily, holding calm and balanced posture. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sheetkari Kumbhaka. The Sheetkari Kumbhaka, you will gently press the tongue against the upper palate with the tip behind the front teeth, slowly inhaling through the teeth to create a hissing sound and hold your breath and then calmly exhale through the nostril. Hold the Moola Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So the Sheetkari Kumbhaka, you will bring your teeth behind your teeth, the tongue behind your teeth and inhaling, making the hissing sound. As you inhale, hold the breath and then slowly exhale through the nostrils. Relax. The next is Durvasa Asana, Sage Durvasa's pose. Now sit cross-legged with your heels tucked near the hips. Place your right hand in gentle mudra near the groin and thumb and fingertips touching at the joint. Left hand resting on the thigh and keep the spine straight, chest open, shoulders relaxed. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Shitkari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Sukadeva Asana, comfortable divine pose. Now in this asana, sit cross-legged with your leg stacked, heels set inward and interlace your wrists behind the groin so palms face upward, fingers extended out in lotus-like mudra. Keep the spine long, chest open, gaze resting at the tip of the nose. In this asana, you will go in the Shambhavi Mudra, continuing the Shitkari Kumbhaka, clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next, we move on to Gata Digambara Asana. Gata Digambara Asana, divine ascetic pose. In this asana, sit with your knees stacked, feet placed by the opposite hips. Grip the feet firmly with your hands. Lift your chest, draw your spine upright, keep your gaze forward. And holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Shitkari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now continuing to remain seated in this position, moving on to next asana, Machandra Asana, Chini, Lord Matsyendra's pose. Now sitting with your right foot resting on the left thigh while the left ankle tucks besides your perineum. Now hold both big toes with your hands, fold forward and place your forehead on or near the ground. Keep your chest pressed forward, strong spine and spine long and shoulders soft. Now leaning forward, folding forward, bringing your forehead to the floor. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Shitkari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next we move on to Bhumukasana Adve, the cow pose 2. Continuing to remain seated in the same pose. Now sit with the right knee stacked over the left knee, heel on the hips. Raise the right elbow upward while the left arm reaches behind the back. Interlace the fingers behind you, drawing the chest wide and upright. Keep the spine vertical, gaze soft and breathe softly, holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Shitkari Kumbhaka and clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha, chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now we are going to repeat the last few asanas on the other side. Vrishapati Asana, part Bull Lord pose repeated. Now this time you are going to bring the opposite knee down on the floor, bringing the left thigh up, left knee up. Sit bending with the right knee under the hip, stack the left knee above. Place your palms gently onto the knee. Lift through the spine and open the chest. Keep your eyes fixed at the nose tip and breathe calm. Stay steady and balanced in this posture. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Shitkari Kumbhaka, clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Continuing on to Durvasana, Sage Durvasa pose. Durvasa Asana. Sit cross-legged with your heels tucked near the hips. Form a mudra by touching the middle joint of one hand's fingers to the perineal region while the other hand rests upon near the groin. Now keep the chest lifted, spine straight, gaze towards the eyebrow center. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Shikari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Relax. We are moving on to Sukhadeva Asana, comfortable divine pose repeated on the other side. Now, continuing to remain seated in the same position, join the wrist to create a lotus-shaped mudra with fingers extended outward. Place it gently on the lap, spine upright, chest lifted up. So sitting cross-legged. Now create a lotus-shaped mudra with fingers extended outward. Place it gently on the lap, spine upright, chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, and gaze softly at the tip of the nose. In Padma Mudra, the two thumbs joined side by side, and Shikari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Relax. Now we move on to Data Digambara Asana, divine ascetic pose repeated on the other side. Now sitting with the knees stacked, feet to opposite hips, and hands grasping the soles firmly. Lift the chest upright, lengthen your spine, and turn your gaze calmly towards the space between the brows. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Shikari Kumbhaka, gently pressing the tongue against the upper palate with the tip behind the front teeth, making a hissing sound as you breathe, as you inhale. Now hold the Mula Bandha, clenching the perineum, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Relax. Continuing to Machandra Asana Trini, Lord Matsyendra's pose 3 repeated. Now continuing to remain seated, grasp the big toes firmly forward, and now lower the forehead towards the floor while pressing the chest down. Keep the spine long, shoulders relaxed. In this asana, you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Shikari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Now we move on to Gomukhasana Dve, the cow face pose repeated on the other side. Continuing to remain seated in the same position, now you will lift your left elbow up, bringing behind your head, and bringing the right elbow behind from underneath, and clasping the hands together in Gomukhasana. In this, now you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Shikari Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Relax. Now moving on to Vamaswasa Gamanasana, the left breath movement pose. Now sit bending the right knee and hugging the shin onto the left armpit, clasping it firmly with the opposite arm. Press the left heel against the perineum while the spine stays upright, chest wide. Keep the breath smooth, gaze focused at the nose tip, and shoulders relaxed. hold the Shambhavi Mudra and Rechaka Kumbhaka. In Rechaka Kumbhaka, you will exhale fully and hold the breath out without inhaling while remaining steady and aware. Hold the Mula Bandha, enclenching the perineum, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshivoham. Now we move on to Dhirasana, the wise pose. In this asana, you sit kneeling on the heels with your torso upright. Fold both legs so that their soles cross beneath your hips and rest your hands on your thighs, shoulder down, chest lifted and spine taut. Keep gaze soft towards the nose tip and maintain steady, calm breathing. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechaka Kumbhaka, exhaling fully, holding the breath out and clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next, we move on to Dakshina Pada Virasana, right foot steady pose. In this asana, sit kneeling with the right leg folded beneath your hips. Place the left foot upright near the abdomen. Keep the spine long, chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, and eyes soft towards the throat point. Breathe steadily with your left hand on the knee, both hands on your knees. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechaka Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now, Dakshina Swasagamanasana, right breath movement pose, repeating on the other side. Now, your right knee is lifted up. Sit folding the left knee, hugging the shin rightly onto the right armpit. Wrap the opposite arm across the front for support, while the right heel is presses near the perineum. Spine tall, chest broad, gaze calm towards the nose. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, keep the eyes open and steady gazing outward, while awareness rests deeply within. Rechaka Kumbhaka, hold the Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now, Vamapada Dhirasana, left foot steady pose. In this asana, sit kneeling with your left foot folded onto the sole. Press beneath the hips. Bend the right knee and bring the foot upward so the heel rests close against the body. Keep the torso upright and chest lifted. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechaka Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next, we move on to Pashasana, the loose pose. Start by bringing your feet flat to the ground and your knees close to your chest. Now wrap the right arm around your knees as you exhale. Gently twist your torso to the right. Slide your left hand behind your back and see if you can clasp your right hands and left fingers together. In Pashasana, keep your chest lifted, spine long, and breathe steadily. In this asana, you will hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Rechaka Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Now we repeat the Pashasana, the loose pose on the other side. Now bending the knees. Now bringing your left arm around your the right arm behind your back to clasp the hands. Relax. Now we are moving on to Simharupakasana, the lion form pose. In this pose, sit cross-legged with your feet tucked comfortably. Rest your palms lightly on your knees. Straighten your spine. Lift through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Let your gaze settle softly towards your nose. And breathe steadily. Keep your pose steady. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, and Mula Bandha. In Sahaja Kumbhaka, you'll be inhaling deeply through the nose. Hold the breath comfortably. Then release through the nose. And clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next is Utthasana, the hidden pose. Bring both feet tucked fully underneath between your thighs and calves, so the buttocks rest above the heels. Place your palms gently on your knees. Sit tall with your chest open and your spine long. In this asana, you will hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Okay, relax. Now, we're going to come up standing in Dikshasana, the initiation pose. So come up standing. So in this posture, start by standing tall with your feet planted firmly on the ground and gently bring your fingertips together and place them on the crown of your head. So standing, extending one arm down and bringing the other hand up on the head. Fingertips together and place them on the crown of your head. This is the Diksha Mudra. Touch the index and thumb together of the right hand and place them on the crown of your head. In this asana, you hold the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath, making the sound of an ocean. Clench the perineum in Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Now, moving on to Harinasana. We'll come down seated on a kneeling position in the deer pose. In this, kneel tall and cross your forearms over your chest, holding your opposite arms firmly. Keep your thighs strong and rooted as you begin lifting your heels up towards your buttocks, one after the other, in a steady rhythm. And hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next, we move on to Malasana, the squat pose. In this posture, you'll come onto a low squat with your palms pressed firmly to the floor in front of you. Lift your shins and put them high over your shoulders. Lean your weight forward slowly as you press through the thumbs. So you're bringing your legs around your shoulders in forming a garland. So bringing the hands down, feet up, and gently lifting up, making like a garland. In this asana, you will hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now we are moving on to Narasana. Narasana, the human pose. In this asana, you will start by planting the crown of your head on the mat with your palms flat, wide beside you, forming a tripod base. Tuck your knees in close and rest them lightly on the back of your arms. From there, press through your hands, slowly extend your legs upward until they straight above your head. Keep your chest open, spine aligned, and breathe. So in Narasana, the perfected human pose. Okay, as we continue. This is Narasana. Yes. Now we move on into Adho Mudasana, downward egg pose. So in this asana, basically you will be coming on. Now from the Narasana, you would bring the crown of the head and palms, lifting your hands, lifting your legs slowly until you extend upward. And holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Come down. Now we move on to Midaki Pavasana, the sweet wind pose. In this asana, sit back on your heels so your hips rest over them, letting the crown rest lightly towards your hands. Keep the breath smooth and spine long. Hold the Parasha Mudra, interlacing the fingers, and hold the Sahaja Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply through the nose and holding the breath. And chant the japa. Hold the Moola Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now we are going to repeat the Midaki Pavanasana on the other side, the sweet wind pose repeated on the other side. So this time clasping your fingers, bringing to your left side and bending forward. Relax. Next is Virasana Trini, the hero pose 3. In this pose, you will sit on your heels, kneel with your shins apart, your hips resting back between the heels. Place your palms gently on your knees, lift your chest and reach down through the crown of your head. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra and Sahaja Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply through the nose, holding the breath and having the Uddiyana Bandha, drawing the abdomen inward through the spine and lift it up and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next we move on to Shenasana, the hawk pose. Now in this asana, you'll come on to an inverted stance. So this is an inverted posture. So please do only as much as you are comfortable, and women in monthly cycle, please avoid doing this posture. And come on to your inverted stance and use your arm strength to balance. As you lower your gently, tap your nose towards the ground. Then rise back up smoothly, repeating the movement with rhythm, bowing and lifting the control. Keep your chest broad, your shoulders back. In Shenasana, relax. Now, Pincha Mayurasana, forearm peacock pose. Now, place your forearms firmly on the mat, shoulders steady over elbows, press down onto your palms, kick both legs up overhead and keep your core strong. Your knees straight, your toes reaching and body steady. Breathe slowly and keep your spine long. In Pincha Mayurasana, in this asana, you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So in this asana, basically your forearms are on the floor and lifting your weight up. In Pincha Mayurasana. Relax. Next is Godohi Asana. Godohi Asana, cow milking posture. So now sit with your toes pressed onto the floor, lift your hips so that your weight rests firmly onto your heels. Make gentle fists and place them onto your thighs, letting them support your balance. And in this asana, hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Ustrasana Trini, coming up, standing in camel pose 3. In this asana, you stand upright on your toes, Pressing the ground through the balls of your feet, raise both arms overhead, palms facing and lifting your gaze upward. And let your chest expand and spine round. So coming on your toes and lifting your hands up, arms up, coming onto your toes. So standing on the toes, raising your feet and bringing your arms up above your head. Om the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Karma Shivoham. Next is Tadasana Dve, mountain pose. Stand firm and bring your palms together overhead as you stretch upward. Keep spine tall, chest lifted, gaze slightly upwards and the fingertips. And hold the Anjali Mudra, bringing your hands together in the fingertips of both hands. Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Karma Shivoham. Next is Kalasana, palm tree pose. Continuing to remain standing, stand with your feet firmly grounded, lift both arms high overhead, spreading your fingers wide and reaching long through your body like a tall palm tree. This time, your palms are facing up. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your breath calm. Your feet is on the floor, firmly grounded. The palms are facing up. In this asana, hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parama Shivoham. Next is Kulala Chakrasana, the potter's wheel pose. In this asana, stand tall with your feet rooted, extend both arms straight out at shoulder height and begin circling them in smooth, steady rotation like turning of a potter's wheel. Keep your chest open, your gaze forward, maintaining ease in your breath. Do not swing too fast or strain. You can circle in both directions. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parama Shivoham. Relax. Next is Panchasana, paw pose. Now standing straight, standing tall. On the front of your feet, lifting your heels as you cross your forearms in front of your chest and clasp the opposite arms. Keep the breath steady, this time coming on your toes, raising your heels. Keep your breath steady and your gaze soft as you balance here on your toes. Move slowly, avoid jerks and lift and let your chest stay lifted. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parama Shivoham. Relax. Now moving on to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. This posture strengthens the leg muscles and enhances balance coordination, promotes functional movement, supports the breath control and develops dynamic mental focus. In this asana, you will stand tall, steady. Place the sole of one foot firmly on the inner thigh of the opposite leg. So now you can bring your left foot down, folding your right leg, bringing your foot to the inner thigh. Balancing on the standing leg. Keep your arms by your side, your chest lifted and your gaze forward. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, making the ocean sound with your breath. Clenching the perineum in Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parama Shivoham. Relax. Shankhvasana, the conch pose. Now in this asana, stand firmly and bring your right heel into the opposite hip, pressing steadily. Lower slightly into a squat and then rise back up. So folding one leg, bringing your feet towards your hip. Yes. Now repeating on the other side. Okay. Ardha Kalasana, the half palm tree pose. You are moving on. In this asana, stand tall with your feet rooted. Raise your left arm high alongside your ear while the rest of your body stays steady and aligned. Keep your chest lifted, your spine long, and your gaze straight up and forward. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Virabhadrasana, the fierce warrior pose 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Step forward into a wide warrior stance with one knee bent and the opposite leg extended long behind you. Stretch your arms in opposite direction, keeping your chest broad and gaze forward. Breathe deeply, rooting down onto your feet. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, and Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. From here, moving on to Parshva Konasana, the side angle pose. Now, if you have the right knee bent forward, from a strong warrior stance with your front foot pointing forward and your back heel pressed onto the ground, lower your front palm to the floor inside the foot. Reach your other hand upward, opening your chest towards the sky. Keep your gaze turned upwards and your breath flowing evenly. Form the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Parshva Konasana. From here, moving on to Parivrita Trikonasana, the revolved triangle pose. So this time, you will not have your knees bent. Straighten your front leg, twisting your torso and bringing the left foot outside of your right feet, left hand outside of your right feet, and bring the right hand up. Now turning and looking upwards to your right hand. In this asana, you will hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now from here we are going to move on to Virabhadrasana 3, the fierce warrior pose 3. Now from a wide warrior setup, shift your weight forward onto your front foot and lift your back leg off the ground, extending it straight behind you. Stretch your arms out long, one forward and one back as your torso leans parallel to the floor. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shifting your weight to one foot, lift your back feet and lean forward. In Virabhadrasana 3. Relax. Next is Vamapadasana, the left foot pose. In this asana, stand firm with both legs straight. Extend your left leg forward, keeping it parallel with the ground and strong through the toes. Balance on your right leg while keeping your chest tall. Keep your gaze forward and your breath calm. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Matantara Vrikshasana, alternative lineage tree pose. Now stand tall in tree variation with your foot pressed firmly onto the opposite thigh. Bring your palms together at your chest and raise them overhead if balanced. So keep your spine lifted, hip squatted, and gaze soft forward. Hold the Anjali Mudra, bringing your palms together, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham. Relax. Next is Kamasana, the desired pose. In this asana, you will sit down on your buttocks with your feet gathered, placing them close together. Use your hands to form a mudra by encircling your feet with your fingers. Keep your spine lifted and chest broad. So in this asana, actually you're going to bend one foot, bring it to your hip, and bringing the little fingers and leaning forward, not completely putting your weight on the little fingers, but leaning forward, touching the floor with your fingers. In this asana, you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham. From here, we will move on to Vimanasana, the airplane pose. Now standing tall, root down through your right foot, lift your left foot, place it gently across your right knee so it rests there securely. Bend the standing leg slowly, lowering your hips until your thigh is in level of the ground, like sitting on an invisible chair. Rest your palms on your thighs to steady yourself. Lift your chest, breathe smoothly. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham. Relax. The next is Ardha Padasana, the half foot pose. In this asana, stand evenly on your right foot and place your sole of your left foot against the inside of your right ankle. Now bring your palms together in the Anjali Mudra, Namaskara Mudra. Gently focus inwards and Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham. Relax. From here, we are moving on to Utthita Trivikramasana, extended 3 steps pose. Now shift your weight firmly onto your left leg with both hands grasp your right foot and begin to extend it forward. Keep your spine tall, shoulders open, and gradually raise the straightened leg as high as it feels comfortable, maybe even towards the face. Now stay balanced, breathing steady, gaze Shambhavi Mudra, holding the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivaham in Utthita Trivikramasana. Relax. Now moving on to the Natarajasana Dve, the King of Dancers pose. Now standing with your right foot firm and steady, bend your left leg behind you, reaching both hands overhead to grasp the ankle. As you hold, extend your chest forward and lift the leg higher so that the foot rises behind you and above the head. Keep your balance and by breathing steadily and relaxing the shoulders as you move forward in Natarajasana Dve. Relax. Next is Purna Padasana, the full foot pose. Now standing tall. Stand upright with both feet together. Let your arms rest easily by your sides and chest open, spine long, and your gaze soft forward. Holding the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivokam. Just very tall. Relax. Next is Ardha KAILASA, half palm tree pose, repeated. Stand tall and place your weight evenly through both feet. Reach one arm straight overhead, keeping it close beside your ear as you lengthen fully through the side of your body. Let the other arm hang relaxed by your hip. So this time, standing up and Ardha KAILASA, raising the right arm up, relaxing the left hand and raising the arm above the head. In this asana, you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivokam. Now we are going to continue on to the Virabhadrasana, fierce warrior pose, repeated on the other side. So step back with your right leg onto a strong stance, keeping your left knee bent on so that thighs come parallel to the floor. Extend one arm forward and the other back, keeping them in a straight line. Lift your chest, squat your hips and breathe deeply as you hold this posture. And hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivokam. So this time you're going to bring the left foot forward, bend your knee, so the thighs are parallel to the floor, bringing your left arm forward, leaning forward, and bring your right hand behind and steady gaze forward. In Virabhadrasana 2. From here, we'll move to Parshva Konasana, the side angle pose, repeated on the other side. From a warrior pose, warrior stance with your left knee bent and your right leg long behind, lower onto your torso, and bring your left hand to the ground just inside your front foot. Open your chest and reach your right arm up towards the sky, stacking the shoulders and keeping your head long. In this asana, you hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivokam. So, from Virabhadrasana 2, you will just bring your hands down, bring your right arm up, leaning forward and looking forward. Relax. Next is Parivritta Trikonasana, the revolved triangle pose. In this asana, you will form a triangle setup, straighten your legs, twist your torso forward over your front foot, place your opposite hand outside the left foot on the mat while your other arm reaches straighter. Keep your spine long, chest open and breathe steadily in the twist. And in this asana, you will hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivokam. So this time, we are going to straighten the left leg, twisting the torso, bringing your right hand onto the floor outside of your left foot and bringing your left hand up. In Parivritta Trikonasana. Relax. Next, we are moving on to Virabhadrasana Trini. Virabhadrasana Trini in the Fierce Warrior Pose 3. In this asana, you from a forward warrior stance, shift your weight onto your front leg and lift the back foot, extending it out straight behind you. Reach your arms forward and back, creating out one long line. You hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshwarokam. So now lifting your weight onto your left foot, raise your left leg back, lean forward, and bringing the torso parallel to the floor. Relax. Next is Dakshina Padasana, the right foot pose. In this asana, balance your left leg as you extend your right leg forward. Bring it parallel to the ground. Keep your chest lifted. Chest raising the right leg up, keeping it parallel to the floor. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, making an ocean-like sound with your breath. Hold the Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshwarokam. Relax. Next, we move on to Matantara Vrikshasana, the alternative lineage tree posture. Now, in this asana, you will stand tall on your right foot, placing your left sole firmly against the inner thigh. Bring your palms together in front of your chest, spine long, shoulders relaxed, keep your gaze forward, breathing evenly as you hold it steadily like a tree. Matantara Vrikshasana. In this asana, we are holding the Namaskara Mudra, pressing together the palms of your right hand and left hand and holding them in front of the heart. Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat and drawing the breath slowly in through the nostrils, producing the sound of the ocean. Holding the Mula Bandha, clenching the perineum and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshwarokam. Relax. Now we are going to repeat the Kamasana, the desired pose on the other side. This time, fold your right leg, bringing it onto your left foot or opposite foot if you have chosen the other leg. Stand upright, draw your right foot onto your hip crease, fold forward carefully until your little fingers touch the ground gently. Keep your chest broad, spine extended and your breath steady. Stay balanced without forcing the knee or collapsing through the shoulders. And hold the Shambhavi Mudra, keeping the eyes open, steady gazing, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, and slightly contracting the throat, making the ocean-like sound, Mula Bandha, clenching the perineum, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshwarokam. Relax. Now we are moving on to Vimanasana, the airplane pose repeated on the other side. So stand tall on your right leg, place your left foot carefully on top of the right knee so it balances, bend gently onto your right leg, lowering your hips until your thighs close to parallel to the ground. So this time, we are going to put the weight, shift the weight to your right leg, folding the left leg, placing our hands on the knees and just gently leaning forward. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Parameshwarokam. Now we continue on to Ardha Padasana, the half foot pose repeated on the other side. In this asana, stand tall of your chest, spine tall and shoulders soft. Keep your gaze forward. Chant and hold the Namaskara Mudra, pressing together the palms of your right hand and left hand, and Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next, we are moving on to Utthita Trivikramasana, extended 3 steps pose. Here, we are going to stand with your weight rooted and slowly raise your right foot, placing it towards your hip or inner thigh, fold forward gently, letting your torso. So here what we are going to actually do is standing on the left foot, lifting your right foot and bringing it above your head as much as possible and holding it high with both your hands. So in Trivikramasana, Utthita Trivikramasana. So you can try and do as much as possible. You are comfortably able to do. Raise your right foot up and bring as high as possible, holding them with both your hands from behind the head. Now in this asana, you will hold this Shambhavi Mudra, just keeping the eyes open and steady, gazing outward while your awareness rests deeply within, and Ujjayi Kumbhaka, slightly contracting the throat, draw the breath slowly in through the nostrils and breathing with the sound of the ocean, hold the Moola Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now we are moving on to Natarajasana Dve, the King of Dances pose 2. In this asana, you will stand firm, cross your left knee over so that it rests on your right thigh. So, we are going to bend the right foot, bring behind the right leg and bring behind you and try to hold from above your head, hold the right foot from behind above the head. So, in Natarajasana, way. Relax. Next is Kaulinasana, loin float pose. In this asana, you stand upright and firm. Place the sole of your right foot to the perineum so it presses lightly. Hold your groin area softly but steadily with your hands and standing on the tips of your toes. Keep your chest lifted, gaze calm and shoulders soft. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Kaulinasana. Relax. Now we are moving on to Chakrasana Dve, the wheel pose 2. Lay on your back with your legs extended upward. Reach with your hands and grasp your tiptoes, keeping the chest broad and shoulders settled. So, this is Chakrasana Dve. So, laying on your back with the legs extended upward and reaching them with your toes. In this asana, you will hold the Prana Mudra with the middle and index finger stand nearly each other and Sahaja Kumasa, Moola Bandha and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The next is Thanasana. Thanasana, the extended pose. In this asana, you will lay flat and stretch your legs a little apart, arms relaxed at your sides. Close your eyes and let every part of your body soften as you breathe, as your breath flows naturally. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So just laying on your back, knees bent, feet slightly apart, and arms relaxed by your side. Relax. Next is Triputasana, 3-feet pose. Here in this asana, you will lay on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Place your elbows firmly beside you, pressing onto the earth. Inhale and lift your hips upward. And creating a 3 feet. Keep your shoulders grounded, neck long, and your gaze towards the nose. In this asana, hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, clenching the perineum in Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now moving on to Chatuspada Pitam, the 4-foot seat. In this asana, sit with the knees bent, feet flat in front. Place your palms behind you with fingers pointing towards the heels. Press firmly onto your hips and chest rising towards the sky. Keep breath steady and gaze upward. Hold the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Next is Vakra Padmasana, arched lotus pose. So here, from the seated position, sit tall with both feet on opposite thighs in Padmasana. Lean backward onto your elbows and then place your upper back and crown of your head onto the ground as you arch your back. While breathing, supine position, reach and hold on to your respective feet. So here, being in Padmasana, we're coming down. And here, you will hold your respective feet. In this, we will hold the Prana Mudra, Kevala Kumbhaka. The Kevala Kumbhaka is allowing the breath to pass naturally, observe without forcing, maintain relaxed awareness, and holding the Moola Bandha, clenching the perineum, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Relax. Now, Mukta Padmasana, liberated lotus posture. In this asana, from a seated position, sitting in Padmasana, sit tall with both feet on the opposite thighs in Padmasana. Lean back onto your elbows and then place your upper back and crown of your head onto the ground as you arch your back. While in the supine position, reach and hold onto your respective feet and keeping the chest bent. Again, here we will be holding the Prana Mudra, Kevala Kumbhaka, allowing the breath to pass naturally, and holding the Moola Bandha, clenching the perineum, and chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now moving on to the last asana of the sequence today, Vruthasanam, leg pose. In this posture, lay on your back with your legs slightly apart, arms relaxed at your sides. Turn your palms upward, allow the feet to fall outward and let the whole body soften into stillness. Breathe naturally, release effort from every joint and muscle and rest in complete relaxation. In this, we are going to be holding the Shakti Charana Mudra. Focusing on the Mooladhara, contract the perineum to rouse the dormant Kundalini, forcefully drawn the Apana Vayu upward with intent, holding the energy and intention firmly inward. Practicing this regularly grants mastery over the body, subtle powers such as anima and liberation from the fear of death. Hold the Mooladhara, firmly contracting the muscles of the perineum and chanting the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in the last asana of today, the Vrutha laying on back, completely relaxing the body. Now gently rotate your feet, rotate your hands, bend your knees, bringing towards chest, hugging your knees with your arms, gently move side to side. Slowly come up to a seated position. Congratulations, you have now completed 300 asanas of Nithyananda Yoga. And every one of you did a wonderful job. Thank you all for joining. And let us offer now our gratitude to Swamiji for offering this beautiful yoga, Nithyananda Yoga, to each and every one of us. If you enjoyed today's session, please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to get a deeper experience, a personal experience of the Nithyananda Yoga, you can register yourself for the Paramashiva Sena by scanning the QR code on the screen. And we hope you enjoyed today's session and hope to see you tomorrow. Now let us now close the session with Purna Mantra, offering our gratitude to Swamiji. With your hands together, think of Manjali Mudra, close your eyes, spine stretched straight. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om